Welcome to Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your SmackDown 205 Live results. First, we got birthdays from the week of February the 19th. Doing this video on the 20th. Big John Studd, he was born February 19th, 1948. Francine was born February 19th, 1972. El Torito, he was born 1982 on February 19th. Ty Dillinger, 1981 on the 19th. Jack Gallagher on the 19th. Gail Kim on the 20th and Killian Dane on the 20th. Gail Kim was born 1977 to Killian Dane 1985. WWE Elimination Chamber pay-per-view saw Finn Balor become your new WWE Intercontinental Champion by beating Leo Rush and former champion Bobby Lashley in a 1-on-2 handicap match. And there's a post-match video of Balor talking to the WWE reporter about the win. Balor was asked how he was feeling after the title win. And he says, yeah, obviously very happy. Last time I won, the title was over 2 years ago, and I couldn't really enjoy the moment. Couldn't really soak it in. Obviously, there was a lot of other issues at hand, as Balor said. But thankfully, I'm feeling pretty good. Body's good. I don't know if you've seen, but I can raise the title over my head out there in Houston, so I'm feeling good. I'm pretty sure that this title reign is going to last longer than, 22 hours? Balor was also asked about the odds being stacked against him going into the Elimination Chamber, and if he ever thought it might be too much. Listen, the odds have been stacked against me my whole career. I like it that way, Balor said. Being the underdog suits me. People seem to underestimate Finn Balor every time. But every time I step into the ring, I deliver. And I am the new Intercontinental Champion. The Elimination Chamber kickoff show featured a discussion on the match where panelist Sam Roberts said Balor is unable to win big matches without bringing the demon to the fight. Balor responded to those comments by Roberts after winning the title. Unlike Sam Roberts, I like to do my talking in the ring. Balor laughed. And I know Sam Roberts has a face for radio. So, maybe he should stay on it. It's worth noting that WWE did not announce the attendance number for the Chamber pay-per-view from the Toyota Center in Houston. As they usually do, the arena was a packed but not sold out. One fan in attendance estimated the arena was about 90% full, with very few sections tarped off. Correspondent also noted that the crowd seemed dead for the most of the show, but that they reacted appropriately at times. They also noted that there were a good number of families in attendance. As Sami Zayne took to Twitter after WWE Elimination Chamber and gave thanks to Kofi Kingston and WWE Champion Daniel Bryan for their performances at the end of the Chamber match main event. This saw Bryan retain by defeating Kofi last. Other match participants were Jeff Hardy, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and Randy Orton. Zayne wrote, thanks for making me feel again, at True Kofi and at WWE Daniel Bryan. Sami, who has been out of action since June of 2018, is expected back in the ring for WWE soon after undergoing surgery on both shoulders last year. Ty Dillinger turned 38 years old on February 19th, which is the same day that he requested his WWE release, but was not granted it yet. We previously reported that Dillinger said he wanted to go back to NXT, but apparently that did not work out. Dillinger opened up on Instagram with a message detailing why he made this decision to request his WWE release. He wanted to get out ahead of the rumors that are bound to start when a WWE superstar expresses a desire to leave the company. Before rumors beginning to spread, let me set things straight ahead of time. This evening, I requested my release from WWE. In the past 5.5 years with them, I have seen and done some wonderful things. Things that I am proud of and will never forget. I have met and worked with, unquestionably, some of the greatest talent on the earth, and the pleasure has been all mine. Although Dillinger didn't say if his WWE release was granted, obviously He's been on TV and returned to action. He seemed to express gratitude for WWE for everything the company has done for him. Being the Elite episode number 139 can be found at this link. And you can make your own opinions from the show. Former WWE and Impact Wrestling star Damien Sandow sat down with Chris Van Vliet to discuss the developing pro wrestling company, All Elite Wrestling. Sandow has some initial interest in AEW, but apart from his busy schedule, Sandow's near 2-year absence from a wrestling ring has him concerned that he could potentially injure a fellow competitor if he returned. And you can find that at that link. Right now, I know I have a pretty busy summer coming up. I don't know where I would fit time in. And also, the thing is, I haven't been in the ring in almost 2 years, Sandow explained. Do I like to think that I could get in there and be just like I was? Yes. Not so sound braggadocious. But could I probably do that if I was in front of a live crowd? Yes. At practice? No. I'm one of those people that need to be there live and doing it. I would want to be at my best. I would want to get in a ring and move around just to make sure I'm okay. And more importantly, that I could protect anyone that I'm in there with. Look, it's not me I'm worried about. It's always the other person. It's always protecting everyone you're in there with, and I would just owe that to anybody that I'm going to step in the ring with. Sandow believes that AEW has the best chance out of any recent company to reignite a similar era to the Monday Night Wars. Although it may take some time, Sandow hopes Cody Rhodes and AEW bring a positive wave that essentially brings wrestling back. Do I think that within the first 2 weeks, the Monday Night Wars will reignite? No, Sandow said. But I will say this. Definitely from what I hear, and I'm not that brushed up on what's going on, it looks like they have the financial backing, most definitely, and they've definitely got the talent. It's going to be storyline wise. Are they that tuned in to what fans have wanted? Do I think that they have the best chance to do it out of anyone? Absolutely. And I really do wish they succeed and kind of bring wrestling back. Cody and I have talked extensively about the business and everything in the past. His idea and what he believes makes a good wrestling show. And what makes good wrestling. And I think that's a good, really good idea. Sandow continued. I'm not very familiar with the Young Bucks, but obviously they know what they're doing. And I think it's going to be really interesting. Tommaso Ciampa had to miss a huge chunk of time after destroying his knee, and he had a very close call during his WWE SmackDown live debut with his good knee. Ciampa, along with Johnny Gargano, Aleister Black, and Ricochet were called up at the same time out of Raw for Raw and as well SmackDown. Vince McMahon simply made a decision, and that's what happened. Tommaso Ciampa had a very scary moment during a tag team match with Johnny Gargano against the Bar on SmackDown Live on Tuesday night. During a spot off the top rope, Sheamus went crashing down on Tommaso and landed right on top of his knee. You can see it in the replay that Ciampa's knee contorted in a fashion that knees should not bend. The NXT champion rolled out of the ring and took a breather as Johnny Wrestling took over for a spell. However, as I read in Ringside News, SmackDown Live result, Ciampa was able to finish the match. The referee did throw up the X, but Ciampa finished the match without an issue. We have heard rumors floating around that Ciampa is actually injured, but that does not seem to be the case. I'll keep you updated on my videos if I hear anything different. But Tommaso's not injured. However, it would be nice if he didn't scare us like that again. And you can see that in that link. Natalya spoke with ABC affiliate KATC in Lafayette. yesterday to promote Raw at the Cajun. Natalya talked about how exciting time for WWE since the company is on the road to WrestleMania, and you can see it in this link. Natalya also noted that they are currently filming the 9th season of Total Divas, and that women are now at the forefront of the company. Soon to be two-time WWE Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels has been added to the Motor City Comic-Con in Novi, Michigan on Saturday, May 18th. You can get more details or purchase tickets at this link. As Rey Mysterio has been previously announced for the Fan Fest, he will be appearing from May 18th and 19th. And you can go to that link. SmackDown star Ty Dillinger turned 38 years old. His longtime girlfriend, Peyton Royce, wished him a happy birthday on Instagram, as you can see at this link. And she also teased that they got engaged. As you can see on her finger, she's got the ring, and she included a ring emoji and can be wearing a ring and can be seen wearing the ring on her finger. Nikki Cross did not appear on this week's Raw or SmackDown episodes, but WWE posted a video, which I did not get the link of that, where she was watching a clip of new WWE Women's Champion Tag Team Champions Sasha Banks and Bayley. Cross says no one wanted to play with her when she was younger, but now she must make them play. Nikki originally said they're coming here over and over to start the video, indicating that Banks and Bayley are bringing their titles to the Blue Brand, as has been rumored. It's previously reported by PW Insider that the Hart Foundation, spoiler, Gemini Hart posthumously, currently Hall of Famer Bret Hart and Jimmy Hart, will be inducted as a three-man group this year. No other members have been announced for that, just those three. WWE recently teased an in-ring retirement for Hall of Famer Kurt Angle on Raw, and that was apparently done for a major reason as we get closer to WrestleMania 35. There's been talk within WWE of Angle doing a retirement match soon. According to Dave Meltzer of Wrestling Observer Radio, that retirement match could come at WrestleMania 35 in April. Special match, retirement match, if he loses, he retires. It looks like Kofi Kingston will be getting a title shot from champion Daniel Bryan after all. As you can see in the results from SmackDown. Noted earlier, Dave Meltzer of Pro Wrestling Observer Radio also noted that Kofi was not the choice for Daniel Bryan's next challenger as of Monday morning. But WWE confirmed that Bryan's opponent for WWE Fastlane will be announced on SmackDown from New Orleans later in the results. In an update, Meltzer reports that the change of plans took place on Monday afternoon, and Kingston is now the front runner to be announced as Bryan's Fastlane opponent during SmackDown results. Based on Kofi's performance in last Tuesday's Gauntlet match and his performance in the Elimination Chamber on Sunday, the decision was made to change plans and go with Kofi versus Bryan at Fastlane. I've noted before that the Q Arena has been advertising WWE Triple Threat for the March 10th Fastlane pay-per-view with Bryan defending against Samoa Joe and AJ Styles. No word yet on what Joe and Styles will be doing now at Fastlane. There's also no word yet on how Kofi versus Bryan will affect plans for the WWE title match at WrestleMania 35. But Daniel Bryan was pinned, so that makes him the number one contender. As Kofi did it at WrestleMania 35. Also earlier, word is that Bryan will be defending his title against a superstar that is returning or being brought back for the biggest show of the year, instead of a regular member of the Blue Brand roster. Dark match before SmackDown from the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans saw Rey Mysterio and R-Truth defeat the Colognes in tag team action. SmackDown opening segment, Shane came out in his usual business, casual attire. He wasn't dancing, but he did give some high fives on his way to the ring. Then they played a nice Kofi Kingston video from Elimination Chamber. They were putting him over hard with that video. The New Orleans crowd was way better than the Raw crowd from the previous night. Shane McMahon put over the NXT call-ups and saved Ricochet for last. He then said that they will be in action again tonight. So like the WWE Dream Team or something, the Miz came out unannounced, and he said he was very sad about losing the tag team titles, which is something McMahon had not brought up at all yet. Miz said he has a confession to make. He used Shane because he knew he could relate the whole wanting Dad to be proud of me thing. He said he used Shane because he knew Shane would relate. Miz brought up the Best in the World tournament and how Shane stepped in. Then he talked about coming together to form a tag team and win the titles. The Miz brought up how Shane surprised him bringing in his dad. He then brought up Mr. Miz chants. The crowd chanted, and the Miz got a little emotional. Miz said when his father said he was proud of him and he loved him, that was the first time he had ever heard him say that. The Miz said that was one of the best moments in his career. But he let Shane down in the Elimination Chamber by losing the titles. I know there's no more automatic rematch clauses, but you're Shane McMahon, the Miz said. The crowd wanted to see it happen. This was already a better audience than the people who got the NXT call-ups from Monday. Insert the Usos, and they were yelling, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa," which got the crowd going too. Uso said they would give McMiz the opportunity to call themselves the best tag team in the world. Then Jimmy called the Miz a joke. Shane McMahon said, "You don't disrespect my partner, you dig?" Then he set up a tag team title match at Fastlane. Aleister Black versus Andrade was up first. The match of two former NXT champions is happening. So your first NXT match, they were evenly matched, but Andrade had a chance to show off his athleticism. Andrade took control and executed a few strikes that sent Aleister Black down. As Zelina Vega cheered Andrade on, while he beat up her husband, it provided an especially entertaining visual. You have to already know Black and Vega are married for that to make sense, I guess. Yeah, Aleister Black and Zelina Vega, married couple. I forgot that. Then Black moved out of the corner as Andrade charged, and he went bouncing off the post and went to the floor, followed by Aleister doing that springboard sit-down taunt that he does, Indian style, cross-leg. And the crowd was worlds better than Monday night. On another note, they played a Fighting With My Family commercial that featured Zelina Vega as AJ Lee, so she was on both portions of the split screen during the commercial break. Andrade was able to buy some time after taking a knee strike by dumping Aleister to the floor. Black blocked a hammerlock DDT and hit a double knee chop from the top rope. Then Aleister nailed a bridging German suplex for a 2 count. Andrade sent Black into the turnbuckle and landed the double knees to the corner and got another 2 count. The crowd was way into the match at this point. Fight forever chance from the crowd broke out as Andrade tried for another hammerlock DDT, and then Aleister hit the Black Mass for the win. Very similar to Raw, out of nowhere, like a reversal pinfall. Zelina was not happy about her husband beating Andrade. Johnny Gargano and, of course, that storyline, of course. Gargano and Ciampa were backstage, and they cut promos about the future. The Bar showed up wearing purple camo and said it was bring your NXT superstar to work day. Cesaro told them to go back to Raw or NXT just to stay away from the SmackDown Live. Sheamus asked if they were joking, but Ciampa said they're not here to make jokes. Gargano said they're not here to set the bar, they're here to break the bar. The Bar thought that was hilarious, and they started laughing before they left. AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy were backstage, and then Kofi walked up with an olive branch with pancakes all over it. You get olive branches setting up your Easter time. April is Easter month. Xavier Woods walked up holding Big E like a baby, while Big E sucked on a pancake like it was a teething ring. Kofi was ready to be on the main event, babyface team for the 6-man tag match tonight. The Bar versus Team DIY. Sheamus backs Ciampa in the corner, and Ciampa pushed back. Then Ciampa nailed 2 big kicks in the face, followed by a knee. Gargano took the tag, and there were Johnny Wrestling chants from the crowd. Unlike last night, when the crowd acted like they didn't know what NXT was. Even the announcer said, Corey Graves from Raw said, Johnny Wrestling. Gargano and Cesaro wrestled a bit until the Swiss Superman laid Gargano out with a forearm uppercut. Then Sheamus took the tag. Ciampa came in and sent Cesaro over the ropes and put Sheamus out of the ring with a knee followed by a dive from Gargano. Sheamus returned fire with a stiff-looking backbreaker to Tommaso that caused him to yell something that needed to be bleeped. This is live television now, Tommaso. The match continued, and Johnny was knocked off the apron. Sheamus placed Ciampa on the top rope, but Tommaso fell out of a white noise. Then Sheamus went down on Tommaso's knee on a sunset powerbomb that was scary. It looked like the ref may have given the X. As I think there was a little tag, and he rolled out of the ring to recuperate. Gargano took out Sheamus, and Cesaro went running at Cesaro, and Gargano moved. Tommaso rolled out of the ring, didn't return to the apron while the match continued. Gargano locked into Gargano's escape, and eventually Cesaro got Johnny up, and the Bar hit the double team backbreaker. Tommaso broke up the pinfall just in time, so his knee is okay, apparently, at least enough to continue because they tossed him right back outside. Suddenly, Gargano hit a super kick and got a 2 count. Tommaso came right back on the apron, caught a blind tag. Sheamus didn't notice it, and Ciampa jumped over the ropes to get a roll-up pin to win. That knee spot was scary, but it looked like Tommaso was okay. Asuka took to the ring next, and it was great to see her after so much time off. She will be interviewed after a break. Kayla Braxton interviewed Asuka and asked if she feels like she is on the back burner. Asuka said she is ready for a new challenger. Kind of like the Goldberg. Who's next? Who's ready for Asuka? As she said that, she wanted to know who is ready for Asuka right now. Suddenly, Mandy Rose comes out, so they started a match. Asuka versus Mandy Rose. The match was barely getting started, and then Lacey Evans comes walking back to distract both wrestlers. Mandy tried to roll up Asuka, but she kicked out. Asuka fired back and sent Rose out of the ring. Asuka tried to get Rose in a submission, but Mandy got to the bottom rope for the escape. Then Mandy snuck out of the ring and lowered Asuka around the corner to lay her out with a knee to the face. Mandy face-palmed Asuka while she yelled, You will never look like me. Then Asuka got angry and started laying in some palm strikes of her own. Open palm strikes. More like slaps. Followed by a kick and a spinning back fist and another kick for a 2 count. Asuka nailed a German suplex and Shining Wizard for a 2 count. And then Asuka hit Mandy and was selling her eye like she got struck an eye. Referee tended to her and backed Asuka off. Suddenly, Mandy recovered and got a roll-up pin for the win. Of course, this was a non-title match, so she's now your number 1 contender. Charlotte Flair was interviewed backstage and asked if Lynch will haunt her until WrestleMania. Flair said Becky is a ghost because she is suspended. If the man wants to try to invade again, then she will be arrested for criminal trespassing. The Miz said that his dad, Mr. Miz, will be ringside at Fastlane. Backstage segment. Ricochet versus Eric Young was up next. These two got off to a great start, exchanging moves. Then Ricochet sent Young out of the ring, did the flipping taunt he does. Young sent Ricochet out of the ring, and Alexander Wolf taunted him from ringside. Young got Ricochet in a chokehold in the corner momentarily and continued to wear him down to one and only. Ricochet then mounted to come back with a springboard spinning forearm for a 2 count. Then Ricochet drop kicked Eric out of the ring. Formerly the Impact Wrestling star. Drop kicked Wolf off the apron and hit a dive on Young and Killian. Ricochet then rolled Eric back in the ring and nailed a 630 splash for the win. one splash is like a 6:30 senton. New Day cut a promo backstage. Kofi talks about how crazy the fan support has been about Kofi Mania was trending on Twitter. He thanked Xavier and Big E and then said they're going to keep the momentum going. But he said it like another person. Momentum. Kofi and AJ and Jeff Hardy versus Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, and Samoa Joe. Daniel cut a promo and Daniel cut, when he came out, cut a heel promo, of course, just like he did at pay-per-view. He said that none of the men in this match will be his Fastlane opponent because he already beat them all in the Elimination Chamber. Randy worked on Jeff Hardy, and then Daniel Bryan took the tag to give some yes kicks. Kofi eventually got the tag and started lighting up Randy with drop kicks and a boom drop. Kicks and then sent Bryan out of the ring, and then Orton went outside too. Kofi climbed up top, and Bryan pushed him off, sending Kofi crashing to the floor, and then Orton suplexed Kofi on an announce table. They didn't give it all. So Kofi just bounced off. Daniel Bryan continued to wear Kofi down, and then tagged Orton in, who sent Kofi bouncing off the announce table again. Then only got a 2 count when returned to the ring. Orton latched a headlock on Kofi as Kofi tried to fight out, but what really worked was moving out of the way. So Orton took a post to the shoulder. Bryan and AJ took tags, and Styles knocked Joe and Orton off the apron. AJ hit a backbreaker and a fireman's carry neckbreaker for a 2 count. Orton came in and distracted AJ, who took a kick from Bryan. Then AJ locked on the calf crusher, but Joe broke it up. Hardy hit Joe with a twist of fate, and then AJ sent Randy out of the ring. Bryan and AJ traded 2 counts, and then Bryan got to the label lock on, but AJ got to the ropes. AJ hit and nailed the Pele kick, and Kofi got back to the apron. They are stuffing a rocket to Kofi Kingston. Bryan sent Kofi over the top rope, and he landed on everyone. Kofi blocked a dive from Bryan and nailed the top rope drop kick. Then Kofi hit a trust fall dive on Bryan, and Rowan Rowan came in and got a Trouble in Paradise for the win. Okay, the trust fall dive on Bryan and Rowan, followed by a Trouble in Paradise for the win. So Kofi, Jeff, and AJ, the faces won. After the match was over, New Day held up Kofi in celebration, and due to the fact that he pinned the champion, he's your new #1 contender. Then Shane came out and booked Bryan versus Kofi at Fastlane for the WWE title. General Manager Jake Maverick for 205 recapped Buddy Murphy's thrilling title defense against Akira Tozawa from this past weekend's Elimination Chamber kickoff show. Maverick then announced an 8-man single elimination tournament beginning next week, where the winner will go on to face Murphy for the title at WrestleMania. Matches announced for tonight was Humberto Carrillo against TJP and Mike Kanellis against Cedric Alexander in the main event. 205 Live intro starts off the show. Vic Joseph, Mike Nigel McGinnis, and Aiden English welcome us to the most exciting hour on TV network. TJP makes his way to the ring out for the first bout of the evening. Humberto Carrillo was out second. Humberto versus TJP was up, tie up. TJP takes Carrillo down and goes for an early pinfall. Carrillo escaped, headlock from TJP. Fun sequence from both men showing off their speed. Carrillo displayed his athleticism with a jumping springboard arm drag. Drew Gulak and Gallagher make their way to ringside. Gulak is waving his finger as if to say, stop doing high-risk moves. Of course, no-fly zone. They used to come out with the poster with it. Back to action, TJP takes Carrillo down with a head scissor. He goes for a second, but Carrillo lands on his feet. TJP sends Carrillo to the apron, but Luchador lands on the apron. Big elbow from Carrillo. He goes for a signature arm drag again. But this time TJP has it scouted. He cranks Carrillo's arm across his body and wears him down with a quick strikes. Springboard plancha onto a pro Carrillo from TJP. Carrillo breaks off the submission and dodges a charge by TJP, but runs into the ring post when trying to spear TJP, but TJ moved out of the way, and then ties up Carrillo in a tree of woe. Runs around the ring to gain some momentum, and nails Carrillo with a running drop kick. Pinfall attempt, but Carrillo escaped. TJP targets Carrillo's arm again, but Carrillo breaks away again. Sunset flip from the top rope. From the top rope by Carrillo, but TJP rolls through and goes for the PK. Carrillo ducked, got to his feet, spinning roundhouse. TJP went to the floor, but Carrillo nailed him with a suicide dive. Back in the ring, TJP nearly steals the match with a roll-up, but Carrillo fires back with a combo, followed by a standing Asai moonsault. Glock and Gallagher are trying to coach Carrillo from the outside to assist him in victory, but they cringe every time he goes for a high-risk maneuver. TJP locks in an STF, but Carrillo gets to the ropes to break up the hold, thanks to the motivating cheers from Glock on the outside. Both men on the apron. They trade strikes. Carrillo wins the exchange, climbs the turnbuckles, hits a missile drop kick onto TJP, and lands his finisher to secure the victory. Winner of the match, Carrillo. Gallagher and Glock slide into the ring afterward to congratulate Carrillo and try and get the fans to cheer his name. Then hoist him up on their shoulders. Carrillo seems stunned, but accepts their victory demeanor. Promo from Tony Nese. He says that he finally proved that he was better than Noam Dar when he defeated him last week in an ODQ match. He says that if you look at his performance last week, you'll see why he deserved to be in the tournament. Mike Kanellis is taping his wrist, preparing for the main event. Maria's with him. Dasha comes up for an interview, asking Mike how he feels about facing a former champion in Cedric Alexander, and whether or not he is worried if he'll lose again. Maria answers for Mike, saying that they've been in the business for a long time and they don't take the easy way out. Tonight, she promises that Mike will take out the pride of 205 Live, and they begin their journey towards WrestleMania. Commercial for NXT, where Gargano defends the NXT North American Championship against Velveteen Dream. Commentary team reminds us that DX were the first inductees for this year's Hall of Fame ceremony. Area DeVere is on his way out. Microphone in hand, tells the fans in attendance that tonight is the beginning of his destruction of 205 Live. His opponent, an enhancement talent named Johnny Lyons. Already in the ring, Johnny Lyons versus Area DeVere. Tie up, DeVere forces Lyons into the corner and starts unloading strikes. Lyons surprises DeVere with a drop kick, but DeVere slows him down with a head kick. He ties him up, hammerlock lariat, Cobra clutch applied, Lyons taps out. Area DeVere wins by submission. Buddy Murphy cuts promo backstage. He commends Maverick for setting up this tournament because it'll take a great fighting spirit to dethrone the most dominant cruiserweight champion of all time. He runs down the lineage of his time in 205 Live, defeating Mustafa Ali, Cedric Alexander, Akira Tozawa, Hideo Itami, and Kalisto. He wonders who he will face on the final stage of WrestleMania. In the commercial for Fighting With My Family, Mike and Maria were on their way out, which means it's main event time. Cedric followed. Highlights of Cedric's title win from Mania 34 were shown since they're in Louisiana. Mike Kanellis versus Cedric Alexander. Tie up. Cedric takes Kanellis down with a waist lock. But Kanellis pushes Cedric into the turnbuckle. They juggle for a bit near the ropes until the referee separates them. Second tie up. Kanellis takes early control with a headlock. Runs through Cedric when bouncing off the ropes. Cedric takes over with arm drag, but Kanellis fires back first with strikes and a series of knife edge chops. Cedric responds with a head scissor takedown and a flush drop kick in succession. He fires up some chops of his own, then smashes Kanellis' head off the turnbuckle. After a solid back and forth, Kanellis surprised Cedric with a big right hand as Cedric was coming off the top rope. Kanellis targets the head and neck of Cedric while screaming, "I'm the best in the world." Vicious elbows from Kanellis and to Cedric's sternum, followed by a running basement drop kick. With Cedric's head draped across the apron, Kanellis levels him with an elbow. Cedric mounts a tiny comeback, which includes an impressive roll-up, but Kanellis goes back to the well and catches Cedric with another right hand. Cedric avoids a fourth and lays into Kanellis with a series of jabs and a combo that ends with a drop kick to Kanellis' face. Two straight lariats, plus a reverse elbow from Cedric. He's on a roll now, handspring and Zaguri. He goes for a springboard attack, but slips and hurt his leg. Kanellis immediately goes after his leg, stomping down on it. Canellis goes for a figure four, but Cedric hits a super kick before clutching his leg once again. Cedric tries to go for the lumbar check, but his leg gives out. Super kick by Canellis. Samoan driver with a pin. Cedric gets kicked out. Canellis can't believe it. Both men trade stiff shots in the corner. In the center of the ring, Cedric climbs, but Canellis grabs him and hits a backpack stunner. Pinfall. But Cedric gets the shoulder up at the last second. Canellis goes to pick Cedric up, but he gets rolled up. Kick out. Another roll up. Canellis gets to his feet, but walks right into it. Mitch the Nuclear driver. He just gets the shoulder up. Quick back and forth action. Canellis stuns Cedric by slamming his throat over the ropes. Hot shot. They take each other out with stiff boots. While standing on the apron, Canellis tries to run away, but Cedric is in hot pursuit. Canellis baits him in. Spine buster onto the metal part of the entrance path. He gets back in the ring. Cedric gets back into the ring. At the last second, Canellis goes for a Boston Crab, but Cedric is right near the ropes. He finally gets it locked in. Cedric is screaming in pain, but he gets to the ropes. Cedric dumps Canellis over the top rope to a vacant helo from Cedric. He tries to get back into the ring, but Maria blocks his path. He gets in, but eats a super kick from Canellis. Crossroads cover. Canellis thinks he's won it, but Cedric got his shoulder up. Ref says it's not over. They go at it again. Lumbar check. Got him. Cedric wins by pinfall. Commentary wonders that after a rough start to 2019, as it's a victory that will help him back on track towards the title picture. Highlights of the match are shown, including the very close count that Canellis thought he won the match on. Cedric celebrated while Canellis and Maria looked distraught from another loss. Drake Maverick then announced for next week's first round competitors and matchups. Calusa versus Tony Nese, Brian Kendrick versus Drew Gulak. And that's the show. The Dark Man, that was the end of the show. Dark Man main event after this week's TV tapings from the Smoothie Center in New Orleans saw SmackDown Women's Champion Asuka retain her title over Charlotte. Asuka picked up the win clean. No Becky Lynch. And you can check out a photo at this link from the starting of the match. That's all they got. And that concludes my results for this week's show. Thanks again. Peace out. See you on. If you don't know, just call me, brothers and sisters.